Yo! What's going on? Oh my gosh, too many guys to shout out too fast here. Figlet, T-Dub, Nick Stevens, Anthony Burks, Ribeye, Bel Air, G-Stacks, Shane Marco, Mary. Look at these legends. All right, so I didn't put this in the title. I got a little cramped. I put too many words there. But this is actually going to be the final day on this build too, so hopefully we'll go out with a kaboom. Something great. Get after it, Phil, and Slayer, says G-Stacks. Oh yeah, we all know that's what I'm doing. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful American Thanksgiving. I kind of forget that they don't do the same Thanksgiving everywhere, huh? But Thanksgiving in the United States, everyone gets a day off. Well, most people get the day off of work anyway, so that's cool, right? That's cool. Finally gave me motivation to cut back grail finding and start working on my druid again. Cut back on grail finding. Oh, you're firing up a new character. I think it kind of like reinvigorates the grail find too. I've heard of some people doing a holy grail on just one character. I'm like, oh my gosh. One character, one build, holy grail. 10 out of 10 cannot recommend. 10 out of 10 times unrecommend. But yeah, I think having different characters, playing all these different builds, really helps out. That's one of the things I enjoy a lot about the game, is just trying all the different builds and playing different things back and forth, swapping, you know. So only giving thanks if it's a T-Mite drop today. Ooh. Well, it's 100% guaranteed, because you know what about finding Tyreals Might on the day before Thanksgiving? 60% of the time you find one every time. Demo, welcome in. What are we playing next? Great question. I was very honestly contemplating finally doing my Diablo 3 playthrough here before the season starts. So the season doesn't start till the 6th, so I'm thinking maybe over the weekend here I'll fire up Diablo 3 and do a playthrough. Just like a completely blind, I'm not going to look into anything. I haven't played it since essentially the day it came out, and I was like, oh god, what is this? No, Diablo 3 stinks. That's pretty much how it went. Galback, yo! No, this is caught looking. This is our softball team. This is that softball team. But yeah, also happy Wednesday, hump day! Welcome in, everybody. Uh-oh, did I miss the L in play? You guys figured it out, though. I can't go back and change it now, right? Finally playing Mosaic. Get out of town. I could go back and change it, and then you guys would all have to hit the poll again. Boy, that's pro interaction move right there. We don't got a lot of votes yet. You guys will vote again. I know you will. Start the poll again. Are you going to play, with an L, the new season of D2R? And hit the like button. There we go. Got the L in there. Don't want anyone to poke fun at me. Don't want that to happen. Mike. What day is it? Demo Esco, I'm jumping in the PoE action. Nope. I have no plans on doing that. No, you're all good. I know you're joking around. Well, Mary says, yeah, D3 does suck, but you'd watch me play it. The thing is, I've heard from a lot of people say it got way better after Reaper of Souls. How much better? You know, it's obviously going to be different than Diablo 2. It's still in the same realm, though. I feel like there's quite a bit of overlap between, like, y'all, not everybody, of course. But relative to other games, like, a lot of people would have played Diablo 3 that played Diablo 2, right? So I thought it'd be interesting to get a full grasp on what all Diablo 3 is about, you know, because I only played it about the first month after it came out, and I was like, okay, I literally just can't do it anymore. And I will never forget when I hop back on D2, the chat rooms. You know how you open it up and there's the chat on the side that now is just full of spam bots and stuff? Like back in the day, people used to actually use it. And it was just full of people like, oh my god, D3's so bad, I can't believe this. Forget that game, I'm back to D2 for life. Like, I just remember there was more people on D2 after D3 came out than before D3 came out. Like, double. And it was just like mid-season just went back and it was just like packed. Gold Magic Find says, like, number 16. Only 16. Appreciate you, Gold Magic Find. Absolute legend over here. Always good for a like button hit. And excellent Slayer. But make sure you fellas hit that like button for me. So, my season starter. I'm thinking about being semi-boring, but also awesome at the same time. Thinking about going with just Nova Sorceress. I really like Nova Sorceress. So, also with Nova, I feel like I can really help people. Maybe I'll rush people's characters and stuff certain days. At least rush. I could easily do a normal Nightmare Rush with a semi Nova Sorceress, no problem. So people can get into hell difficulty at least that far to farm up some items in 85 areas or whatever. And I just like, you know, I just like Nova Sorceress, so I think I may go with that. I can always change my mind, but yeah. Actual Eric, what's up? Did you miss the Tyreals Might? Not yet. Not yet. It's still coming. Tyreals Might Diablo 2 is waiting for more people to get into chat today, and then boom. I'm looking at the levels. Does my music sound a little bit louder than normal? Or do you guys, does everyone think it's okay? It looks like it's louder than normal. I don't know why it would be. Just looking at the audio levels in OBS, it looks strange. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Yeah, I don't know why it's so loud. Oh, I don't know if I can hear the game like at all. Need more game sounds? Yeah, I do like the game sound. I wonder if I just had it lower before for something, and then I forgot to turn it up like a month ago. And then, yeah. Play so much, might be hearing phantom noises. Yeah, I just turned it up a little bit. You can hear them. Yeah. Ugh. I just want to be able to hear charms drop and stuff, right? That ping. Just a little bit. Ooh. Wrong button. Turn that like button in the mashed potato. Oh. No, I know. No plans to play Path of Exile 2. Yeah, as it gets closer, I might have to. I might just put something on the screen over here that says like I'm not gonna play Path of Exile 2. Actually, let me go ahead and do that. What are some random? Some random text here. Let me change the text here. There. Much better. No offense to anybody who asked, but no intentions on playing it. And I get asked about every, I don't know, would you say every 3 minutes I get asked? Or every 5 minutes probably someone asked me that? Not offended, not mad at anybody who did. Just want to specify that as well. Actually, let me go like this. Okay. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. That one was in the plans here. That and Barbie Unicorn races I was gonna try. So yeah. I'm gonna buy that for my daughter. And then I'll just have to play it with her, you know? I was watching somebody play Reimagined kind of recently. I didn't realize they give every character teleport. And it's not even like, it wasn't even on a cooldown, I don't think, or anything. Just every character had teleport automatically. Starting as soon as they got to Nightmare, you automatically got teleport with no cooldown. Pretty wild. But anyways. Oop, had the wrong weapon out. If I found Tyreals might every time. Oh, two Shakos right next to each other. Oh my gosh. We might have to. That's good luck right there. No set Shako though. No double durability. Yeah, Figlet, I seen that. Yeah, you get a charm when you beat normal difficulty that gives you teleport for nothing. You just get it for free for beating normal. I guess you don't get it like not for nothing. It costs mana, but you get the charm just for beating normal difficulty. Yeah. Very strange. Make Sork kind of meh. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I don't know the way that what they did with everything else, but it'd be like giving every character find item, and then it's like, oh well, that's the one thing that makes Barb like better than other characters in some way. So now, like, what are you going to do, huh? Oh well, though. Some people like stuff like that where they like every character. Like, no, never mind. Some people just like that stuff, and that's fine. Not my thing. Oopsie. Spamming the wrong button real quick. Am I going to play Halo 7? They can't possibly be on Halo 7 now, huh? Wait, maybe they are. Don't even know. Ooh, that's some good coffee. Going on Optimus? Saffron says, make every character the same. Pinnacle of modern gaming. Yeah. I see, that's what I was going to say. I think that really, for a game to be designed great, every character should have some unique thing about it. Sorceress has teleport, which makes it crazy compared to the other ones. I mean, Barb has find item, which makes it crazy compared to the other ones. Really, I think every character should have something that makes it like, you look at it and you're like, well, actually, with this skill, it makes it better than other characters in the game for this. So every character is better than every other one, but at different stuff. So the exact opposite of making every character the same. It's obviously harder. That's harder to do. It's hard. I feel like it's going to be harder to quote unquote balance a game when every character is different. But yeah, if you just make every character the same, they just have slightly different skins. A lot easier to. That way you don't like end up with a build that is unbalanced, right? Or a character. So I get it, I guess, but nothing great is ever easy, right? So the saying goes, anyways. Can't have anyone mad. I mean, yeah. Right? If I designed a game, I would make it the way that would be perfect so that it would be super popular and people would complain about it and I'd be like, listen, you don't even know what you want. Trust me, you say you want that, but you don't want it. Don't you have phones? No. Didn't someone from Blizzard say that? Or what company, you guys will know. You guys will know. Is a video game something? They asked the devs a question when they're on the stage and they were like, no, you think you want that, but that's not what you want. Maybe it was WoW Classic or something. I don't remember. That sounds about right, actually. Something with WoW. You think you know. You think that's what you want, but trust me, you don't. But honestly, I would totally say that because people don't know. People don't actually know what they want. Optimus saying, yeah, it was WoW Classic. I thought so. They wanted like WoW Classic. I don't know. It's not super important exactly what it was, but to a point, it's kind of true. But it's one of those things that can be true, but also you can't say it to somebody. Like, let's say you're at work and someone's a complete, like, annoying, like, completely stupid, like, bee. You can't just walk up to him and be like, you're a completely effing stupid bee. Seriously, I hate you. Like, sometimes things can be true, but you just can't say it, you know? Oh, okay. 3 open sockets. So not god tier, you know, this is going to be like a treachery base, I suppose. But a 709 wired fleece, 3 sockets? Not bad. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. I like it. Not superior or nothing, but not terrible. You can, but you'll get reported to HR. Yeah, well, true story, huh? I guess you can do anything you want to. You can also get fired. You will not be arrested, technically. Quang, yeah, pretty much exactly, yeah. You can't say that to customers. Exactly. Exactly. Pretty much what I was getting at, yeah. Things can be true, but also... Not that I'm saying for WoW Classic it's necessarily true, because like somebody said, actually for WoW Classic has more people playing it than retail, I guess somebody said, which I thought I had heard was true, so I'll take you at your word, or I'll just take it as fact, because I thought it was true anyways. So good old chain gloves. Can we get some 40s? We're running out of room. I gotta stop at the cube. I forgot it. Save that one. 40s? No, 28s. The most vulgar thing I ever came out of my mouth. The effing B words. Yeah, that's about. I speak like an 11th grader when his parents, or like an 11-year-old when their parents are around. Oh, was there just a war staff sitting there? I should have checked it. Too long. Freddy, yo! Speaking of Fred, when I see you, I think about fantasy football. Here's what I'm gonna do, I think. So I have a week 14 bye for Bo Nix, right? I think I'm gonna pick up. You're not gonna like this, but I want to do it. I'm gonna drop Geno Smith, who has a matchup against Arizona again. He just scored like 14 points against them. And I'm going to pick up Will Levis to start him week 14. He's going against Jacksonville, the worst team in the league, giving up points to the quarterback. Let me know your thoughts. Pre-Thanksgiving Slaying, what's going on? Race, welcome in. James, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, my apologies. No, hopefully no one gets upset. I was answering his questions there, and I see I got quite a bit behind, so do forgive me. Do forgive me. Trying to catch up here again. Dowdle or Tracy? That's gonna be so matchup dependent. I think Dowdle has a good matchup this week, so I guess I'd say Dowdle, but I'd have to look at everything again. I don't know that for sure. Not sure. Low sir yesterday. Slavoy says, in one cow game, bro. Sometimes, yeah, because you get so many people in chat, you always hear about the luckiest things to ever happen. Crazy, but yeah, congratulations. Every once in a while, you know, I had the back-to-back run home rune, so yeah, it happens. Dang it, I keep forgetting to stop at the cube, at the stash. I mean, damage reduced sorceress skills, huh? That's interesting, but nah. They play against each other. Oh yeah, okay. Oh boy, I don't even know. Tracy's fumbled in back-to-back games, hasn't he? And I don't know. Coaches hate that stuff. So, but he's a rookie. They stink. Maybe they'll stick with them, develop their rookie. So, Dowdle doesn't get any end zone run. He doesn't score touchdowns. So it's real tough. That's a tough one. I'd say Dowdle, but I would not take that to the bank. Need a banner to say you're not playing games. For these particular games, yes, yeah, literally. Gonna start Billie Jean in a divisional matchup. Is he at home? Billie Jean. Is that Will Levis's nickname for some reason? I don't really know, but he's going against Jacksonville, who's literally the worst in the league, giving up the most fantasy points to quarterbacks. So tempted for it. And Geno Smith has been struggling lately, and he plays Arizona again here, and he already played Arizona last week, and he only got like 14 points. The game before that, he got like 15 points. So, boy, I gotta straighten this stuff out a little bit. Gross. Bananarama, that's how you know what Levis says? Gotcha. Levi, oh, Levi's is a jeans band. Okay, I did not get that. Because it's pronounced Levis for his name or whatever, so completely did not get that. Builds that people can try out that don't need things like Enigma and Infinity. Of course, yeah. For probably the three best, in my opinion, is going to be Fist of the Heavens Paladin. Summon Necro is pretty reasonably good with no rune words. You really want to get a Tele staff, or I would say try to get yourself a Nage's Puzzler, a staff with teleport on it for the summoner though, for sure. And for sorceresses, I love the budget Nova Sorceress. You're not doing P8 terrorize cast sanctuaries and clearing them with ease by yourself or anything with that stuff, but yeah. Nova Sorceress, amazing for farming keys and Arcane Sanctuary and stuff like that. So there's three right there. There really is a lot of them. But obviously I have Enigma and Infinity and stuff, so if you got them, you're going to use them, right? $46 to stamina. Ooh, man. Can't find a better Grand Charm than that. Is that a Lion shirt? No. It's a slow pitch softball team that I played for a couple years ago. Our team name was just blue and white, but it's caught looking. Was our team name, I guess. So. Someone says Javazon, another budget that can. A budget Javazon though it's pretty much you're just like cows only though. So. I don't like when you start a build and you can like only do one thing pretty much. Not literally. I know you can do other things, but you know. But you're pretty much stuck doing cows if you start with a Javazon for the first like few days at minimum. Old man league. Yeah. I mean, it was one of those teams that was like you had to have at least 5 girls on the team, so it was like co-ed, you know, one of those situations. And if you didn't have 5 girls, you just like you had to automatic forfeit if you couldn't get them to show up or something. So I mean, you could have 10 girls on the team, and that's all that played, but you couldn't have all dudes, you know what I mean? One of those situations. So Smolps, welcome in. By the way, welcome in, Morpheus. Jordan talking about Will Levis. Spelled the same, sounds different. Yeah, just names are like that sometimes. They don't pronounce them the way that they're spelled. Euchre King. Sick name, by the way. Euchre X King. I bet you a lot of people pronounce that wrong because they don't know what Euchre is, but what a sick name. S tier. 8 L rooms in LK. Nice. In one run? A sick LK run. Hope RNG this blesses me. Yeah, hopefully. Mid Rogue wants to eat it. There's a 5 guys. He thinks there should be 5 girls. I don't think that's a restaurant. I think that's a different type of establishment. Probably not a restaurant. Yeah, Snowpro, I'll put you on it. Well, you're talking about Fiverr like it's an escort service or something. What is that? You can just find video game companions on Fiverr? I thought that was more like, hey, I need my YouTube channel banner and stuff designed, or hey, I need transitions for my video editing. Can you just give me some drag and drop video editing transitions or something? I need an intro for my YouTube videos. I thought that's what Fiverr was for. Not like, hey, I need some female companionship. That's crazy. I never heard of that. Obviously, Snowpro has looked into it and done it before. I have not, unfortunately. So, Snowpro, this guy. You know what? Actually, I'm full of gold here. Let's go gamble Tyreals mites, fellas. Oh. D2 Karen, let's go. 50-50 on the poll results. Yeah, I kind of knew that coming in, because let's go with this. I kind of knew the poll results would be sort of like that. Why don't we go like this? Make some more room. Maybe organize this ever so slightly so I can throw these other charms over here. Give me some room. Yeah, whatever. So we got this, we got that. Let's go. Tyreals Night! The 48-month badge. Uh-oh. Let's hear it. Making the budget smiter question. Do I need life tap wand if I have Drac gloves? You don't absolutely have to, Drewby, but what I find, because it's only 5%, so every time you hit, it randomly picks and you have a 5% chance of hitting, so 1 in 20. But it doesn't mean, like, you could literally hit and smite 50, 60 times and not proc life tap. I've actually had it. I always run out life tap wand, even if I have Drax, and then start smiting. And then sometimes the very first hit, the life tap on Drax will proc. But I've had it when I hit like 40, 50 times, where literally I cast life tap with the wand, life tap ran out, and the Drax still didn't proc yet. So I had to run back and life tap again and start hitting again. So I always just play it safe and get a life tap wand. It's well worth it. You never want to be in the middle of a run and just start getting nuked because your life tap ain't proccing. So I would always do that personally. You get a life tap wand, use it right off the bat, and hope your life tap procs. All right, Tyreals Might incoming. Excellent use of gold here. Ancient. We got an ornate. I just want to keep track to see if we get any even sacred armors. Yeah, and you go through gold fast. Well worth it though, fellas. Nobody do this, by the way, unless you're ridiculous like me. Got any Meteor Sork play? I haven't come across any, and was wanting to see some. I haven't used Meteor Sork in a while. Whenever I do Meteor, I always do Meteor Fireball. I actually started when D2R launched. I played Fireball Meteor, but I haven't played in a long time. So they haven't really rebalanced it at all or anything. So if you go back to when D2R launched, there's some stuff like that back then, like streams and stuff. First time Uber, says Matt. Any advice? Absolutely, just go with an Uber Smiter the first time, follow a guide. It's really disappointing if you have to waste a key set because you didn't go in prepared, or you had an idea and you thought you were good enough and then you ended up not being good enough. I've done it. I'd recommend not going in and messing it up. But yeah, that's my advice. Ancient, ornate. So all ancients or ornates so far. Oh. Allergic to sacred armors. Well, you just, yeah, you don't get them very often in here. I think I've only gotten a couple, so like ever gambling here, I've only gotten a couple. But the thing is, it only takes one. Ornate. 3 ornate plates anyways. Mitt Rogue, all he plays is Meteor Orb. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it works pretty good. For sure. There we go. Nope. No, not even a sacred armor. Not even one sacred armor. Unbelievable. Actually, very believable. Oh, sorry. A little behind the comment, but funny from Snowpro there. He followed a guy who plays League of Legends, and he thought he played with his wife, but it turns out that the guy was paying somebody from Fiverr to play League of Legends with him and stream. Nice. I never thought that never crossed my mind as being a thing. I'm gonna be honest. Just crazy. Where should you search for Tal's armor? I don't know technically the best place. I would assume I've gotten them from Pindle several times. Pindle's probably going to be the best. I don't know. Can normal Mephisto drop Tails armor? Does anyone know that offhand? I usually always find them just in like 85 areas, or I find them hitting TZ Andy or TZ Mephisto. Kindle. Those are probably... So TZ Andy Mephisto, Kindle, and then your favorite 85 area are probably the best. Someone said no, he cannot. So standard Mephisto, I guess, can't. So TZ Andy Mephisto, probably Pindle, and then your favorite 85 area is what I would recommend. So whether it's Chaos or Pits or Ancient Tunnels or blah, 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 name whatever other ones they are. How many times have you been asked today when ladder starts? None yet. None yet. I didn't put it up at the top, did I? Yet, so. Come on, Hurricane. What's going on here? I think my hit recovery is so low, I kept getting tapped by monsters, kept getting hit, and couldn't cast my Hurricane. Guess I couldn't, huh? Happy early Thanksgiving, Big William. Lazy Turtle said he found Tails armor before even finishing Hell difficulty. That's some solid luck. Pull this gold. Let's throw this into the shared here. Maybe we'll go... Yeah, we'll gamble it later. Not right now. Some people said they did find Tails armor from Mephisto, so a little bit of conflicting reports there, but from regular Hell Mephisto, so not 100% sure. Don't remember for sure, but Pierce the Veil on Sunday? Nice. They're not one of my favorite bands, but they are in the same genres as different people I see quite often, so I've probably been at 2 or 3 concerts that Pierce the Veil played at. Bale has the highest chance for Tails armor. Yeah, I don't usually like I'll use Bale as like a benchmark for like how hard it is to find something, but actually farming Bale is like impossible. Oh, hoo hoo. Let's go. Item much rarer than people make it out to be, but Oculus, one of my favorite items in Diablo 2. A lot of people disagree with me, but I prefer Oculus over Heart of the Oak on a Sorceress almost every single time. So, Istid Oculus, where it's at. Oh, yeah. That's nice. That's cool. Sounds about right there, Snowpro. I don't need another one of those, but sounds about right. Parkway Drive a bunch. Have not seen him a bunch, no. Actually, I've never seen Parkway Drive before. I was going to. I do like Parkway Drive a little bit. I don't know all their songs, you know. Kind of like the mainstream stuff, but I ended up not going, or for whatever reason. See, Frederick says he keeps getting a blue error code when he plays Mosaic. When you play Assassin. Huh. Sorry to hear that. That's weird. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know anything about console, so the thing I do know is that once a character gets corrupted, you're pretty much SOL, so... From my understanding, so... It says his Oculus teleport saves him way more often than it kills him. Right? True story. Oop. Justin Durio, what's up? Welcome in. Wasn't ignoring you, Marty. I'm just trying to keep up. The enthusiasm in chat is legendary, so I appreciate y'all. But yeah, not ignoring anybody. The Lions are gonna lose to the Bears tomorrow. Boy, maybe I should be ignoring you. I didn't realize you were saying things that were so ridiculously, just patently false on face, right there. Jeez. Next thing you're gonna tell me is the Leafs are gonna win the Super Bowl. Just as likely as the Bears winning tomorrow. (17-14) Bears. You think the Lions are only gonna score 14 points? Boy, that's something else. It'd be literally their worst game of the year, by about double. Huh. I would say it's more likely to be something like 35-32 or something than it is to be 17-14. If in a hypothetical situation the Bears did win, because really the Lions have lost all people on defense, and their offense is at full strength still. So Leafs equal lifetime of pain. Yeah, well, you can always turn it around. Look at the Lions. I mean, they were never good, ever. 70 straight years of badness. Now they're at least good. I can't say that they're for sure good. Well, actually, they are for sure going to win the Super Bowl. But, you know, they can turn it around. Cowboys game going to be something. Yeah, it's the Cowboys versus the Giants. Boy, I hope Drew Lock plays. I don't need to see any more Danny DeVito out there running around. Danny Cutlet. I know his name's not Danny DeVito, but whatever his first name is. Tommy DeVito, Johnny DeVito, I don't remember what it is, but Neolithic Temple. Huh. Don't know about that. $5 bet anybody the Bears win. Are you saying straight up like money line? Like $5, $5? Boy, I would gladly take that. Just, can you make it more like 20 or 50? The Lions are an 11-point favorite tomorrow. They're a touchdown and a half favorite. They're more than a touchdown and a field goal favorites tomorrow. That's crazy. Just crazy. Oh, I didn't see a sports staff here. Did I get snow my way? Last week we got like just a minuscule baby dusting and it was gone in no time, so. Nope, don't have the right weapon out. No wonder nothing's happening. I'm missing minus like 70 cold res. Like, why is the cold damage not working that great? Oh, I'm missing half of my damage because I have my call to arms out. Boy, I do want to take it, but Mitt, you can shoot me a message on Discord. I don't know. We'll agree to the deal, I guess. I'll bet you $5 that the Lions will beat the Bears tomorrow. Straight up. I was about to. I'm already gonna have probably. I'm probably gonna put more than that on the money on the with the minus 11 points anyway. So. Pindle has your Tyreals might for the next hour. Oh, I forgot. I'm so dumb. I forgot that Pendle was part of that. That's a good point. The Lions are cursed on Thanksgiving? Nah. The Lions lost last year, but they won like 3 in a row before that or something. Not really a great build for running Pendle. Because you gotta spam up so many things, so. Yeah, Snowpro put -50 on the Lion, or put 50 on the Lions for -11 already. Snowpro, we lost the last 7? Really? That's not, no way. Really? That doesn't sound true at all. I don't know that for a fact, but that does not sound true. 7 in a row? I think that's fake news. I'm saying it's fake, I don't care. I owe a PoE stream. What was that bet, Marty? I don't remember that one. I don't remember what the bet was there. It sounds familiar, so I think you're telling the truth, but Snowpro said didn't believe it either. Man, I can remember like Barry Sanders and stuff winning them back in the day. How could we not win them? That's crazy. Can I post a Discord? Link in the description there to the Discord, or exclamation Discord. We'll pop a link into chat. The Nightbot will get her. Oh boy. There's no way the Lions lose to the Bears tomorrow. There's no way. Oh, you'll get a month sub. Okay. Sounds good, I guess. Pitzerker, a good Pendle farmer. Oh yeah, sure, for sure, yeah. A Pitzerker is great for farming Pendle, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, you telly stomp in here, you howl everything away, and then just chop Pendle, item find them, and zip to the next one. It's the Pitzerker, aka the Pendle Zerker, which just has a different name depending on which one you're running at the time. Probably the best Pendle farmer there is. Chiefs Lions play as the teams are right now. What's the score? Oh boy, I don't know. What kind of question is this? 27-20 Lions. That's what it'll be. So Nightbot, someone put in the Nightbot for the Discord right there. Which channel is Discord do I type in? PoE 2 channel? What? This guy. I was gonna say you can just, if you send me a message on Discord. Ah, being a cold makes it tough. I guess we'll run this. Why not? We'll do this for a little bit. It depends if the replacement refs let them win or not. Right? Boy, if the Lions... Could you imagine the Lions at 11-point favorites losing? Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy. Just crazy. Lions Bears played the first 5 Thanksgiving games. Yeah, I think it's super cool having the home team play on Thanksgiving. It's got to stink for the players a little bit, I would imagine. Always having to, you know, work on Thanksgiving essentially, but it's super cool, like doing like a late lunch, having like Thanksgiving dinner / lunch done at like 1 o'clock. They play the game while you're eating. So sick. $76 likes ain't too bad. Not too bad. Oop, oop, oop. Okay. Why is it not casting this stuff? Yeah, see, it stinks having to like bringing up all this stuff just to go after Pindle, you know. Maybe I'll skip the battle orders or something. Players love the spotlight. Yeah, maybe. Obviously, not being a player, I could only speculate on how they feel, but I mean, I guess it is kind of true. Kind of like a, not a literal once in a lifetime opportunity, but it's kind of like one of those, like, you know, things that not everybody gets to do, so. All about that druid, huh? Temporarily here. This is the last day I'll be playing the druid. It's just what I do. I play a build for, you know, about a week, and then I swap to another build, and then I, you know, play for a week, swap to another build. So I'm not swapping every single day, because it takes too long to just respec characters all the time. But then, you know. Appreciate you. Yeah, Mid, I appreciate you. That way I have that already in my inbox, so I can let you know how to send me money when you lose. So, dude, if the Bears beat the Lions, I would be shocked. Just shocked. Jesse saying, seeing Barry Sanders eat one of those turkey legs is pretty awesome. Yeah, I can remember, let's see, what was it? Like him, Scott Mitchell, Herman Moore? $4 and $16 on Thanksgiving? This doesn't sound truthful at all. This all sounds like fake news. I feel like it seems like the Lions always win. That's the way I remember it. Yeah, Greg, yeah, it's players three, yeah. It's just what I was running Stony Tombs at, to be honest. I didn't really think about it. And it's going fine. Pendle drops the same thing no matter what. His little minions maybe drop a little more on P3, so why not? JMO gonna have a good game, says T-Dub. That's what he thinks? Yeah, I know the Bears had a good defense. I'm not sure if their defense was great or if they just had a really weak schedule. Because now they're coming in. The Bears were one of those weird teams that had, I don't think they had one divisional game before week like 12 of the season or something like that. They play the Lions twice. They play all their divisional games at the end of the season here. So I think they played Green. I don't remember for sure, so someone's gonna roast me if I say for sure, but I think they play the Lions twice, and I think they played Green Bay twice, and they got Minnesota in their time, and then they play San Francisco or something like that. So many, and at the beginning of the season, they're playing like, I don't even know what teams, but I can guess they're probably like Jacksonville and Tennessee and Carolina. Like that's probably all their games at the beginning of the season. Their defense was like rated pretty good at the beginning of the year, but best place to find a white monarch for a weak sorceress. I find mine a lot on the way down to the Countess, so, but the thing is you usually just find your white monarchs in the place where you kill the most monsters the fastest, so that's what I would recommend. Like, I farm the Countess with a Nova Sorceress a lot, or maybe killing packs on the way down to, like, farm Andariel. There's actually a lot of Carver packs on the way that are pretty weak, and some other stuff. So, Arcane Sanctuary a little bit, stuff like that, so. Felt about this, told a buddy of mine that at a point in D2R, you don't really need Skillers or Call to Arms. At a point in D2R, I could see you make an argument for not needing to use a Call to Arms necessarily. There's certain times, depending on what I'm farming, There's not a lot of builds I don't use skillers on, though. So item find barbarian's about the only one I can think of. Every other build, you probably want to stack up full inventory of skillers. So we'll call it. The only time I don't use call to arms, though, too, is like if I'm running Pindle, or sometimes if I'm spam farming Andaro as fast as I can. Lower Kurast, obviously I don't. So call to arms is like a on case basis for not using and call to arms. Skillers is almost exclusively you want to have full skillers, in my opinion. Ogriax. Ooh, ethereal. No. Oh yeah, Mitt, good call. I don't remember if I said that or not. So armor racks, yeah, hit a lot of specifically armor racks. On the way down to the Countess, I quite often go over into one of the side rooms, and I think a couple seasons in a row, I can remember finding actually the White Monarch off of an armor rack over to the side, down by the Countess. I think I remember that actually. Sorry if I didn't mention that, I forgot. Welcome in, Wolven. Marty talking about the Bears coaching and O-line is always our issue. Oh, yeah, okay. I thought you were... When I seen the first thing, I seen the first line, because on my screen it says coaching and O-line is always are, and then I didn't see the issue, and I was like, wait a second, he's not going to say coaching is one of their strong points, is he? And then I seen issues, and I was like, oh, yeah. I was about to call you out there. Early 5-socketed swords in Nightmare, Euchre King. 5-socketed swords. I don't really know where you can, like, I don't know where you start finding 5-socketed swords, to be honest. Especially Nightmare. Sacred Rondash again. Found one of these the other day. Alma Negra. Just enhanced damage. Okay, blocking. Bonus attack rating. Not quite there. Not quite there as an item. But kind of neat. Soft Dim. Yeah, those temples, I really don't like those temples. I went to do a video of farming those temples in the past, and I literally streamed for like 15 straight hours farming those temples, just blasting them as fast as I could. And I had like literally 3 drops, and it was like a Lemrune, like a 4-socketed Superior Dusk that was like a 10% Superior Dusk or something, and I was like, wow, I just streamed, you know, I just blasted these for like 15 hours and got nothing. And they're supposed to be 85 areas, I think. So, you know, to each their own, but I never recommend that to people going to those places. I understand you're talking about the racks, but I'm just kind of throwing my own anecdotal experience on top of there, you know. Bears need a Lovey Smith back. Oh, there's a blast from the past. Lovey Smith. Slavoy says, music call to arms in softcore. Come on. I guess so, maybe. No need. Yeah, so I'm not battle ordering up anymore. These are going to be 320s, so I'm going to DM up. Trick to finding skillers. I mean, some little tricks, I guess. Farming LK, I kind of got quite a few. Popping them out of the super chests. Taking perfect gems, cubing them, you know, going in the Herodric cube. Get skillers that way. None of them are surefire, like, oh, you're going to have all the skillers you need in a week or something, you know. You'll have a full inventory in a week. Like, none of those. There's no trick like that, besides, like, trading, and you'll get it all in, like, a week, but... Jay says he swears he always pally or druid gear or something from the armor rack next to Pindle. I do feel like it's a lot of class-specific gear from that one armor rack, now that you mention it. So I can remember popping off, yeah, pally shields and necro heads and stuff. Maybe it's just coincidence, you know, but. Tried playing the OG game with the regular casting and you alt F4 out of it almost instantly. Yeah, that's one thing I changed. I would change the show item to just the way my hand's set on the keyboard. I changed it to the letter V. It just is right where my thumb ends up being after I have my fingers on the F keys. So. Sunder Charm, yo! Minus 90 poison. Oh, 73 fire. Intronaut, what's going on? Nope, never looked into that mod, Tonester. Never looked into using that. Yeah, what Marty set up here is a good recommendation about grabbing the 91 plus Terror Zone Sun Grand Charms to cube together. For sure. That way you just have the opportunity to get super lucky, you know, if that ever happens. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I left the door unlocked, so the sister-in-law, my daughter's aunt, took her for the day. I don't know when they're gonna be back. I gotta go upstairs. I'm just gonna walk upstairs, unlock the front door so they can get in, and come back down. So I just gotta double check and make sure it's unlocked. I'll be back in it'll be like 30 seconds. I'm back. You guys ain't doing nothing. I got a little snack too on the way. Softum said he's looking forward to the Christmas events for D2R, the 22 Nights of Terror. Yeah, I usually don't take advantage of too much of that stuff, but I might maybe this year. I might take the gambling day. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about taking the gambling day and try to gamble Tyreals Might, but I don't know. It almost seems like it's super cheap and it's actually getting Tyreals Might at that point, you know? I don't know. Could have at least turned the printer cam on. Could have. Next time. I'm gonna be so mad if the Bears win. How could the Bears win? I don't even understand how people think that could possibly happen. I'm gonna be real mad after saying all this stuff too, huh? That's a great snack. NFCR 15 already. Yeah, that's usually definitely a great one to use on a lot of characters there. Why am I only firing Pindle? Because that's all I want to do. The Bears have a good defense against what the Lions try to do. I mean, the Lions' offense is crazy. They have so you say they have a really great run defense and a really great defense against the pass? Let me pull this up real quick. What's the Lions defense looking like? I'm gonna pull it up real quick on my phone just to see. View all. Defense. Bears. The Bears. The Bears gave up 30 points to Minnesota, 27 to Arizona. Oh boy, yeah. Out of their first 6 weeks, 4 of them were Tennessee, Carolina, Indianapolis, and Jacksonville in their first 4 weeks. That's what I said. They played New England mixed in here too. They played a bunch of bad teams. Lions are just gonna smoke them. Now I'm gonna check what they are against Stafford real quick. See what their quarterback. Yeah, they're. Oh wait, did I say Stafford? Oh my gosh, what year is this? They're great against the quarterback, according to giving up fantasy points. I'm looking up, by the way. They're not even middle of the road. They're not quite middle of the road against running backs. They're 14th 14th worst is the way they rank it, so. Don't be surprised. I would be vastly surprised if their middle of the road defense against the run when they went up against Jacksonville twice, Tennessee, and Indy. Like, no boy. That's looking at that, I think I need to put some money in on Gibbs and Monty. I did look the other day. That's exactly why. I looked at the over-under for Gibbs combined rushing receiving yards, and Gibbs is projected for like 115 combined, like for his over-under or something. So Jacksonville twice. I mean, I just looked it up. Maybe they play Jacksonville and then they play him again. I mean, I could just look it up again, I guess. Like, what team did they play twice? I gotta look it up again because Fred's gotta be right here. They played Tennessee, Indy, Carolina, Jacksonville. Tennessee, Indy, Carolina, Jacksonville. I don't remember who I looked at that they played twice. I mean, you guys are just saying all this stuff just to be freaking contrarian. Everyone's so confident that the Lions they're 11-point favorites, and you guys are super confident that the Bears are going to beat them. It's insane. It's just insanity. It's crazy. It's just insanity. Stay delusional. I'm confident that a team that's 11-point favorites is going to beat the team that they're playing against, and I'm delusional. Oh my god. Now you're making yourself sound like a fool is what you're doing, to be perfectly honest. I know you guys are just joking around talking trash, but jeez. That's crazy. You don't think they're gonna win, says Fred. Well, if you don't think they're gonna win, that means you think that the other team's gonna win, the Lions. So that would mean if the opposite of what you think's gonna happen, it happens, then you would be surprised that happens. You're like playing loose with the definitions of the words here. I mean, you won't have to clip it. This is gonna be up forever, so you can come back and look at it if you really want to. Boy. Mitt, I gotta ask, do you usually put money on games? I gotta ask, because betting the money line for 11-point underdogs to win is not a very great strategy. Usually. About to turn Sweet Phil into Sour Phil? No, I know they're just kind of like trolling me. Nobody in their right mind could possibly think that moneyline Bears, moneyline 11-point underdogs is a solid bet almost ever. So, yeah, no, that's cool. I don't bet very much either. It's like 5 here, 5 there. But I just know the way that money lines work and stuff, and yeah, it's just funny. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know. Strongest cold build D2R, Mark? Probably. Oh, whoa! I clicked off on the other screen. Just messed everything up. Give me a sec. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, go away. Thank you. Jeez, I slammed some random buttons over there. Good job, Phil. Good job. Yeah, I would go with Blizzard, but Blizzard's still good. So, as for cold builds, you can go Orb as well, Mark, but Orb is a good one if you want to like dual spec, like Orb Hydra or something like that. But if you're going strictly cold, Blizzard's still probably the best. Big William says, fine, Tyreals might now or the Lions will lose. I didn't realize there was so much pressure. Okay. So I didn't know if I don't find Tyreals, the Lions will lose. That's why you guys are so confident. Oh boy, I didn't catch that memo. I better hurry up and find it then. Oh boy. About to lose $5 and the Lions are going to lose. Oh no. Anthony said he's enjoying Orb Blizzard. I've done Orb along with Blizzard. That is true. You can kind of rock that if you want to, but boy, that's wild. Do you think that the Lions are only going to score 14 points? Do you think the Lions are going to have their worst game of the year when they're at full strength on offense against the Bears? That's wild. Just wild. Yeah, I mean, everyone's got their own... Everyone's entitled to their own wrong opinion. Oh, that's my favorite saying. I love it. Mitt said he's gonna yank $5 out of his kid's wallet if he loses. Yeah, I mean, parents have that right. Any money your kids have, it's really just yours. So I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Checks out. Tonester, yeah, no, I know they're kind of they're kind of joking around. There has to be a worst game of the year. I mean, that is true. That is true. Let me pull this up too here. Hold on. I'll pull it up on the screen. That's what I should be doing. Lions. Where's everything I want to look up here? Oh, whoa. This is going back so far. Oh, 2022. I don't want to go back that far. Pull us up a little bit. 2024. 2024 wild card round. Preseason. We don't want that. This game. So they did have this one game against Tampa Bay early in the season there where they didn't put up many points. Cardinals, that game, that's the game I was at. They barely 42, 47, 31, 52. Only 24 over here against Green Bay. That game was rough too there. 52, only 24 there. So you think they're only going to score 14 against the Bears, huh? They did do really good against these bad teams, that's for sure. Smoke the Seahawks. Smoke the Chiefs here. Just smoke them. Just smoke them. Those Chiefs stink. I'm just messing with you, Fred. And everybody else. I know Fred's a Chiefs fan, so I'm just kind of trolling a little bit. Turkey Day curse is real? Well, the Lions are supposed to be bad forever, too. What was it? The curse of, oh, what was that quarterback? There was some quarterback that we, like, traded or something. Can't remember for sure, but... where Tony handed them the win. I would have to say it's not a guy's fault for sucking. Probably shouldn't have been playing if he sucked so bad. Good old Destroyer Helm, Demon Horn's Edge, a little bit of a rare one. Not really used a ton, but rare. Rare on the set piece elite base, right? Rare on the set piece elite base, but not one that I would necessarily need, but yeah. Lions are good now. Haven't watched football in a few years. Yeah, the Lions went to the NFC Championship game last year, and then they I'll just say they imploded essentially. They had about 4 bad bounces in a row that gave San Francisco 14 points, and then they just could not pull it together after several unlucky things happening in a row. They were up 24-0 or something. It was ridiculous. But yeah, Fred, Kadarius Toney's always been super bad. He's real fast. Gets hurt all the time. Never been able to catch. I thought he was going to be so good for the Giants too. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I remember having him in take gifted wins and earned wins without blinking. Gifted wins. Fred, the refs hand wins to the Chiefs every week. The refs literally cheat for the Chiefs every week. I don't even know what you're talking about. You're a Chiefs fan and you're talking about wins handed to you? Come on. Get out of town. This guy. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember at all what happened in that game. But either way. But either way. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little trolling back. We're sending it left and right here. I have to go back and check the highlights on the Chiefs Lions game. I don't remember exactly what happened. You're saying Kadarius Toney handed them the game. He must have dropped a pass or something, which is happens. But yeah. The Lions never get free yards. No. The calls always go the other way against the Lions, that's for sure. Maybe now that they're the NFL darlings, maybe they'll get some more calls go their way. Not so much yet, though. One here, one there. Every team gets calls once in a while, but it's never like a... They haven't gotten any clutch time calls that I can recall offhand yet. Hopefully one day, though. Thank you so much for the super chat, Christian Bada. You legend. Ooh. Appreciate you. Why was that so quiet? Jeez. What? Now the AI voice is super quiet. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Maybe I got an update on... Here, hold on. Maybe this is a problem. I don't know if the music got too quiet now or not. Because anytime the AI voice is wrong like that, it's usually what happens is I get an update on a program and it changes the volume of my music for some reason. I think the music... I think it probably sounds fine still, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what happened now, actually, since the in-game audio was messed up here. Thanksgiving Wagyu today? No, I didn't have none of that. Didn't have none of that. Christian, once again, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Very kind of you. Is Mahomes the new Brady? I guess you could say that. Anytime somebody wins all the time, there's going to be a lot of people that end up hating them. I don't really hate Mahomes. I think he's fine. He's not like a super rude person. He doesn't do things like... The only thing that's real annoying is when he fakes going out of bounds all the time, and then he like fakes to go out of bounds and then he cuts back in. Really hate that. And I wish that they would let quarterbacks... I think if a quarterback, as soon as they cross the line of scrimmage, they're just like any other runner. And you shouldn't be able to like slide or anything, but you know, that's never going to happen. That rule's never going to change. So just got to live in the world as it is. But that's what I wish. I hate when quarterbacks like fake slide and then they keep running, or... I hate that stuff. But yeah. Let Phil be excited. The Lions in 1930 still have no ring. Yeah, no, I'm going to be excited either way. It's just wild that everyone's super confident that an 11-point underdog is going to win tomorrow. It's just, I don't know. Shocking. And I'm obviously going to be on the opposite side of that. Hometown team that's an 11-point favorite. I think they're going to win according to the money line, but you know. Fred, yeah, you're super adamant, but probably once a week, about once a week, Mahomes fakes running out of bounds. He runs straight for the sidelines and then he cuts back in at the last second, and then like runs up the sideline for like 10 more yards or more. Probably every week about. But if you hit him within 5 yards of the sideline, it's a penalty. But then you don't hit him, and then he runs up the sidelines for 10 or 15 more yards, and you're just like, ugh. I mean, he's not breaking the rules or anything. He's not doing anything illegal. He's not cheating. The problem is the rules. So I'm not saying Mahomes is cheating. I'm not saying he's a terrible person or anything, but it's literally what he does. So it's like... I'm not mad because Goff can't run. Goff's got some wheels. If you ever see him actually take off, Goff can really get after it. I couldn't even keep going with that one. Yeah, no, Goff can't run at all. It's almost it's almost comically bad how Goff runs, to be honest. It's definitely beneficial for a quarterback to be able to move at least a little bit. Because Mahomes isn't like a running quarterback, but he can move enough to like... when he needs to do it, you know what I mean? Goff is... rough. He makes Joe Flacco look like Usain Bolt. Maybe he's not that bad, but you know what I mean. I took, I forget what game it was. I did a parlay, and that's kind of like a, I wouldn't say a joke bet. So any week that Goff, every single week Goff has an over-under of 0.5 rushing yards. So you can take that any week. It's like even money. And literally, I had Jared Goff. He ran for 2 yards, and then at the At the end of the half, he took a knee, and they minused him 2 yards when he took his knee, because he took the snap, stepped back, and put his knee down, and he lost it. I was like, no! But then he ran for like 6 yards. He ran for like 6 yards later in the game, like with like 2 minutes left in that game, and we're in the whole room. I'm like, no, because actually I had a Lions party that night for whatever reason, at my house. And I'm telling everybody, like, I need him to get 1 yard. And at the end of the game, everyone's like, it's like a blowout. The Lions are up by like 2 touchdowns, and Goff runs for like, with like 2 minutes left, runs for like 6 yards. And everyone's like, oh yeah, whoa. It's very funny. Goff the new Brady. I mean, as far as running, boy, that would be a sight to behold. A 40-yard dash contest from Brady and Goff. The crazy thing about Brady, I seen that he ran the 40 when he, like, recently, within the last 5 years, and he beat his NFL combine time when he was coming out of college. I was like, jeez, that's hilarious. Yeah, Fred, yeah, no, I'm not. See, I accept reality, for sure. Goff is not a runner. No doubt. Boy, you know what? Let me look at this too. Let's see if everybody took this money line that they all say the Bears are going to beat the Lions. How much would that pay? Because that's a huge money line. Bears. That's a lot. $10 to win 44. If you take the Lions money line, $10 to win $12. Man. Plus, what was that saying? Plus 340 is the way that. Yeah, plus 340 on the money line for the Bears. Whew, man. There's almost the same chance that, according to the odds, that the Vegas is going to beat Kansas City as that the Bears are going to beat the Lions. And, wow. Hey, babe. You're back? You have fun? Nice. Feel if Monty doesn't play, it's gonna hurt the Lions. I mean, you would think so, yeah. But he's supposed to play, so. It's not guaranteed, obviously, I guess, but they said he's expected to play, according to the last thing I've seen. I think with that, you said earlier, maybe I didn't read it, that you're jealous of the offensive line for the Lions. That does make Monty and Gibbs look real good, you know. I wonder how Craig Reynolds would do behind that line, so. Speaking in tongues, yeah, that's David Montgomery's a running back for the Lions. I know some people, if you're not from the United States, I guess football is not your number one thing to talk about, but. Oopsie. Let me look up some other stuff here. Do they got Gibbs as a receiving prop yet? Oh yeah, they got Montgomery projected for yards already, so that means he's for sure playing. Like they know if he's playing before anybody else does, so. The only term I remember is line of scrimmage. And football's the world's game. You gotta get in on it. Oop. Come on, Hurricane. I thought you were already up. Must have missed the button click. How much MF I got? With the setup I got now, it's like 270 or something like that, I think. 230. Less than I thought. Alaskan Assassin, talking about the fake run out of bounds thing, said they need to call a penalty if they do that. They're not going to do that. It's one of those things that's never going to change. It's too hard to, like, police because policing someone's brain, whether they're like, oh, I'm faking running out of bounds, like, you can't. What are you going to do about that, right? And they care way more about quarterbacks than they do about anything else, so that's what I think anyways. I don't think they can really police it. It's just kind of what it's going to end up being. Avenger Guard. Where'd I get my Nightwings from? Oh boy, I don't remember. I've probably found 5 or 6 Nightwings on single player now. They're all just from different Chaos Sanctuary pits, you know, whatever, Stony Tombs, probably, you know, stuff like that. Terror Zones. Oh! We're running out here. Get ourselves an ist out at Terrorized Pendle. Let's go. Woo. I'll take it. I'll take it. Just a little list, That's why you run that Players 3 when you come out here if you can. Hype, 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 hype. Just a little baby Istroon, right, Beal? Yeah, yeah. Can't complain. Never complain about runes like that, right? Never complain. A melee druid that's decent for magic finding. I don't really ever run them, just because you can't teleport in werewolf form or werebear form, so it's kind of annoying. So kind of not, but you could definitely stack up something for running something like Pindle or running out to Trav or something like that, or do other things. They'll just be a little bit slower. Fury Druid probably is probably the best, but explain the punting thing. Pretty much you have 4 downs to try to get 10 yards, okay? But the thing is on the 4th down, if you don't get to the 10-yard mark from where you started, like on the 1st down, the other team gets the ball right there wherever you end up. So if you're really close to the end zone where the other team will score, you can punt it away, and then you kick the ball, and it goes flying through the air, the football part, you kick it, and then they catch it wherever the ball comes down, and then you have to tackle them, and then that's where their offense starts at. So pretty much, it's like you're kind of like conceding that you're not going to get a 1st down, and you can't continue your drive to try to score. You can't continue, you know, going down the field to try to score. So you go, all right, I can't do it. I'll punt it. It's kind of like forfeiting and like what do you call it? How do I explain it? Like conceding. What's the word I'm thinking of? Those all fit, but I can't think of the word. I don't know. That's the best I can do to describe it. Marty says Black Friday deals on computer components, not deals. Except for QLED TVs, I think you said? Yeah, I was looking at some stuff, and the thing is that before the Black Friday deals, I put some stuff in like the Amazon basket or something, and I looked at the price, and then the Black Friday deals came out, and it's like, huge Black Friday deal, and it's the same price it was before. I'm like, all they did was change it from regular on sale to saying Black Friday on sale. There's actually some things that went up in price. That's just one example from Amazon, I guess, but I mean, I feel like every company does that too. Should you do it on 4th down or not? Punting? Usually. Unless you're Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell going for it on 4th. But usually on 4th down, teams punt it, yes. Alright, fire res, almost the max on the gold find. It's close. I'm not really a gold finder, so just having 1 res with that, I'd want a little bit more for me personally. When's the next ladder? So December 6th, DP. December 6th. Lubus talking about Black Friday. Sell obsolete tech at a quote-unquote discount, but it's stuff from 5 years ago. Quoting the 5 years ago price. Yeah. Look at this 37 Ryzen 3 3700X. Half off. Like, well, that really half off? Wolfen says he likes the huge price increase just before Black Friday. Right. The months leading up to it, all of a sudden they take their sales off, and then Black Friday comes, and oh, it's on sale again. Look at this crazy sale we got. Okay, couple pieces here. Look at all that defense. Ooh, yeah. Poison. Oh, if you're making that poison dagger shape-shifting druid. Come on. $4K or 2K monitor? It's 1440. Yeah, that's what I got. And we'll go like this. Sure, why not? Boom. Oh, it's the GG track. Oh, is 1440 considered 2K? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know stuff about stuff, so. I don't know stuff about stuff. So I guess 2K, sure. $220s. Actually, now that you mention it, someone did tell me that. I forgot. What is fantasy football? Fantasy football is the best. So people get together and they quote-unquote draft teams. And it works pretty much just like the NFL draft every year, but you, Cryptic Sword. This should be better than it is. Frostwind, though. It's fast. 10 to Arctic Blast. Legendary. Cryptic Sword elite base, though, so. So you draft people, but you can pick anybody from the whole league. So you essentially want to draft the best players first, and then you keep trying to draft a better team than everybody else. And your team of people you draft or pick up off the waiver wire throughout the season plays against someone else's team that they picked. So it's just like a game that you play based upon how many yards and how many touchdowns the people you draft score. And it just gives a little bit more of a excitement to watching the games, because you'll be watching a game of, you know, I'll be watching like Jacksonville versus New England or something, and it's like, you know, two teams I don't even care about, but it's like, oh, I got that running back on my team, and this guy has 2 guys from playing in this game. Like, don't score, you know. So this adds a little bit of extra oomph to it. Any sets worth upping? There's a few pieces that are kind of, but there's nothing like crazy GG that like you definitely up it for sure, and it's great. You know what I mean? Sometimes people will use like some low levels, like 2 pieces from like the Arctic set or something, and up it. But and then Death's Sash sometimes is a budget item people will use and upgrade. But that's about it that I can think of. Really? Saffron says 1440 is halfway between 2K and 4K. Okay. I'll take your word on that. Palrash's Spectral Shard hype. I've never heard anyone doing that. That's just like that's just for show-off move right there. That's just a Giga Chad move. That's like upping your Oculus, right? Saffron, yeah. If a player gets hurt in real life, he's out on your team. Yeah. Yep, that's always devastating. Wolfen says, watch on the laptop, so having a full screen and the chat on the top in a smaller, different window. Haven't had a normal PC in 10 years. Dang. Yeah, I love, when I first started my channel, I was on a laptop. But then I bought this computer, and then because old Diablo 2 was windowed mode, it wasn't a big deal to have one monitor, you know what I mean? But then I got a second monitor, and it's just so sick. Being able to have, you know, other things on the other monitor. I used to actually pull up YouTube videos and just like minimize them in the background behind Diablo 2 and just listen to them. But yeah, I totally get you, totally get you. All right, here we go. I don't know if I'm getting trolled or not here, so I'm gonna have to fire up the Google machine. Is 1440p 2K? According to Google AI, 1440 is totally 2K. According to Google AI. How much is my current PC? It's hard to really put a price on it because it's so awesome. No, the parts I bought like a little bit here, a little bit there over like 5 years. So I have a 4070 Ti in it. I have 32 gigs of RAM, but it's DDR5. Like everything I have now, if you bought it, it'd probably be like $1,500, but I paid more than that. Like buying it piece by piece over the years, you know, so. Well, according to Google, 1440 is considered 2K. I mean, if it's on the internet. If it's on the internet. Whether it should be 2K or 4K, or whether it should be 2K or not, I don't know. What's a good instance of that? What's another instance of that where it doesn't make sense for what it is, but oh, a 2x4. What do you think the dimensions are on a 2x4? Would you think it would be 2 inches by 4 inches? Well, it's not. It's like 1 5/8 by like 3 1/2 or something weird. I don't really know what it is, but it's something like that. It must be one of those situations. One and a half by 3 1/2, says Fred. Yeah, it might be something like that. What does Google say? Whoopsie. What are the dimensions of a 2x4? Oh, why is this in white mode? So yeah, it says nowadays they're actually 1 1/2 by 3 1/2. I hate how sometimes it switches to non-dark mode for no reason. And then you just like hit refresh and then it's dark mode again. Like it just can't keep up with loading or something. Yeah. Flashbang. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I wonder. Sorry. Appointment viewing, I know, but when did they change 2x4s to not being 2x4? Let's see, agreed upon only as recently as 1964. So up until roughly 1964 is when they started changing it. Any sets worth upping? What about Saigons? I've never seen someone with an up Saigons blasting hell difficulty. I don't know. Could be something I just missed, but oh, this isn't even Terrorize anymore. What am I doing? What am I playing first in the new ladder? I'm thinking about not being too crazy, not too insane. I'm thinking about just doing Nova Sorceress, just because I like Nova Sorceress. So that's what I'm thinking. Phone's going crazy over here. One quick second here. Oop, oop, oop. Pacheco on track to return. Love it. Just love it. Pacheco better get all the carries this week. I'll tell you what. 100%. Dream Hunt better be just like one time when Pacheco's tired. Dream Hunt's going to get one carry just to kind of give him a breather, and then that's not what I think's actually going to happen, but it better happen. Or wait a second. No, it's absolutely going to happen. I'd bet money on it. Got to be confident. Isn't that when the last silver quarters were printed? Yeah, 64 was the last year of silver dimes, quarters, and 50-cent pieces. True story. I think it's a coincidence, though. Also, I don't think it was saying, like, definitively that was the year that it happened, but that was, like when it happened. I think. I think it's like when it happened. Maybe it was when it all just like broke down that way. All the lumber producing companies all just went, all right, we're all conspiring against our consumers here. Coincidence or conspiracy? They're shrinkflationing our 2x4s. They took the coins off the silver standard. Oh boy. Oh, thanks for the 100 bits. Appreciate you. Very kind of you. Zeba, you slayer. Did I tell him how I got some of my coins? Who is them? Who is them? Is Blizzard Sorceress viable to get an Annie? For sure, yeah. I've killed Declone with a Blizzard Sorceress before. Declone's really not too hard, as long as there's like 3 like pieces of gear or whatever. Like little tricks to taking out Declone, and if you do those tricks, it's quite easy, in fact. To be honest. So if you just pre-prepare just ever so slightly, you can pretty much do Declone with any build in the game almost, probably. Life Tap can definitely be one of them, usually not on a caster, but on a melee character for sure. Really, it's prevent monster heal and or open wounds. And that's pretty much just getting some way of applying open wounds or prevent monster heal applied specifically from your character, not from the mercenary, but specifically from your character, or getting open wounds applied from either your mercenary or your character. One way or the other, you got to get one of those two. And beyond that, you're pretty much golden. The name of the bow? Edge bow, yeah. Edge bow is one that people use, from what I hear, yeah. I usually go with, is it steel? I don't know. It's LF. And usually you can put that in a polearm and throw it on your Act 2 mercenary, and it has 100% chance of open wounds. So you just have to throw it on your mercenary and you just keep him alive for a minute, because he'll miss and miss and miss because you need a lot of attack rating to land a hit with your mercenary. But eventually he'll land one, and you'll, because it's 100%, you only have to land one hit, and it'll like knock his he won't regenerate any health for like a long time. So Malice, there you go, appreciate you. Yeah. On single player, you just have to sell an SOJ, question mark? Yes, you sell one SOJ and declone will spawn at the next super unique you go to. Yep. Maxim, I'll direct you to the top of the screen. Never had Andy never had a torch. Yeah, so torches, trying to get a torch is much harder than getting an Annie. Like much, in my opinion. Like I would never try to take out declone with just like any build. I would always use one of the melee builds that can life tap back and attack quick, you know what I mean? Personally, I usually just stick to the standard Uber Smiter because I don't even want to risk it. I don't really like farming Ubers either because it's just like, I don't know. Just don't like it. Not something I like to do. Fred says, just seen it's official, Pacheco's gonna play. Yeah, I didn't see official, but they've been pretty much saying all week that he, oh, actually, yeah, I did get an update on my phone. I just read that off, didn't I? But, Shaco, you. I took him off IR and put him in my starting lineup like 3 days ago, so, I mean, at this point, I kind of knew it was gonna happen. We'll see what happens, though, man. I hope he gets played a lot, but I don't think he's going to. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
It's locked.
I need it, though. I need it. Andy Reid said it, officially said he's going to play. Good. Yeah, I figured as much, but yeah. Every once in a while, they'll say someone's going to play, and then they don't, but good. For me, anyways. Starting ladder with a barb, is it hard? If you play with a team, getting through the game, it's not too bad with a team because your team will actually like you a lot because you're constantly battle ordering up. You can use leap to like stun monsters and stuff if you kind of play that play style with a full team. But either way, you're gonna be able to battle order your monsters up and stuff, and you can howl monsters to kind of scare them away, which helps out your team. If you play solo, it's gonna be pretty difficult. Solo playthroughs with Barbarian, I think, are very slow and kind of difficult. Being slow means difficult to me. Once you get through and like at least to Act 3, usually with Barbarian you end up spam farming Tristram, or not, Trav, or you can run Pindle and stuff like that. Once you get through the game, it's not too bad. It's not too bad once you get through the game. So I would say if you're playing with a party, Barb isn't too bad, and it's good for that initial, you know, find item on Trav or find item while running Pindle or whatever you end up doing isn't too bad. But yeah, if you play solo, it's a slog, I'll call it. How is it determined who wins fantasy football? Usually it's record because every week you play like a different team and like one team wins and one team loses, right? So yeah, it just goes by record, and then after the quote-unquote regular season is done, which the regular fantasy season is like the first 15 weeks, 14, 16? I forget the number. I have to look at it again. I always forget here. It's coming up, but the first, like, the fantasy regular season ends like 4 weeks before the NFL regular season ends. And then you have your playoff matchups where you play... they match you up based upon record of how well people did for like a playoff. So one loss elimination essentially until you get a champion. 14 weeks. There you go. Yeah. Took 20. Ray says it took him 20 years to get his SOJ. He can't sell it to get his Stone at Jordan. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, you can always blast Nightmare Andy on Players 8 to get another SOJ, right? Sometimes it can take a while, though. Can take a while. Greg said clinch the playoff spot already. In one league I did, and in another league I might not make the playoffs. So this keeper league I've been kind of struggling in. Every year I just have, like this year, one of my keepers was Pacheco, and you only keep 3 guys, so it's not like, even if I drafted good and I lost a keeper or 2, I could still make the playoffs. Like, it happens. I made a mistake or 2 drafting, and then also I had Pacheco get hurt, so that just put me way behind. So it was unfortunate. I could still make the playoffs, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Definitely made a bad pick or 2 in the draft. But yeah, one league I clinched the playoffs, and in another team, there's 4 of us down at the bottom with the exact same record. It's only a 10-team league. There's 4 at the bottom with the same record, and I think there's 3 people above us that have 1 more win than us. And it's only a 10-team league, and the top 6 make the playoffs. So it's like literally all the people that are in the playoffs, technically based upon record right now, could all miss the playoffs, and all the people at the bottom could jump up into the playoffs. Technically, it's probably not going to happen that way, but I'm just, it could. So we'll see what happens. I'm not super confident, but you never know. Yeah, Fred says some teams have 15-week regular seasons. Yeah, there is kind of a standard, but you can always... The thing is, well, almost a 10-11, almost a gold find cold res on there. 10's the max on the, so if you're running, boom, for all the gold find charms across the top and then smalls across the bottom with some res, that's a pretty reasonable charm. Pretty reasonable, actually. If you're gold finding. Maybe we'll hang on to it. Yeah. But yeah, what I was in the middle of saying is, in fantasy football, you can kind of change the rules however you want them. So there's a lot of people play the same stuff, but you could always change it. There's a lot of variation from one league to another. $3.16. Kid doesn't have school today, so I don't have to go pick her up, but... George says, out of the playoffs in one league, clinch in the other. Still pending in the third. Second highest scoring in that league, yeah. The one that I'm, technically out of the playoffs right now. Part of the reason I lost Pacheco, which was painful, and then my little draft, I drafted Anthony Richardson like a dum-dum. But also, I have the most, I don't think I do anymore. I think I have the second most points scored against, but the whole first half of the season, I had the most points scored against. So people are just destroying me, and I was 3rd in scoring in the league, but I was in almost last place. Just one of those situations. But it's sure. Have to cook them. They didn't cook your fries at the restaurant? You don't want them cold? Well, they haven't been in there very long. They're probably still fine to eat if you pull them out. Pull them out and check them real quick, and then give me a minute. If they're not good enough. Yeah, D2R reimagined is D2RR. Diablo 2 Resurrected reimagined. D2R reimagined resurrected. Ooh, that's coming soon, I'm sure. It's a coming. IDP League? Oh my gosh. I don't think I do like fantasy football, but I don't think I would like IDP. So IDP, anyone who doesn't know, stands for individual defensive position. So you have to draft like linebackers and stuff. Oh my gosh. Defensive tackles and things. I could not imagine doing that. Feel I could not imagine doing that. IDP is so good. I could not imagine that. I don't want to. Jeez, who are you starting in fantasy at nickel? Like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Who are you starting at free safety? All right, give me a minute, babe. I'll be up there in a few minutes. Those guys get paid too. I know, but I just don't want to have to pay attention to who the second string, you know, free safety is for Jacksonville. You know, like I just don't want to have to pay attention to that. Like, oh my gosh. Like, oh, they got 2 linebackers hurt, so they're shifting their inside linebacker to outside linebacker. Who's the third string outside linebacker, or who's the third string inside linebacker for out the, you know, I don't even know who that is for the Lions, let alone for the Raiders. Like, jeez, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it. Sertan or yeah, well those, yeah, George, those are the people that I know too, right? Sertan or Sauce Gardner. He's actually, from what I heard anyways, I don't look at their stats individually, but I had heard that he has not been doing good this year. Sauce. Mr. Gardner. All right, enough D2RR jokes coming in. New patch for Diablo 2 Resurrected. All characters get mosaic. Right? It's a rune word you can make for swords, but all classes get level 50 full mosaic ability. Whatever that means. They might have fantasy soccer, says Greg. They probably do. They probably do, because I mean they have fantasy. Actually, I'm almost positive they have fantasy, like American soccer, like American soccer teams. So they probably have it in other countries too. I'd assume they have fantasy baseball, basketball, hockey. So third win for us this week, says Trash. Anything nice today? The best thing today, I don't know, was it the Istrin maybe? Yeah, probably the Istrin, I guess. Been another slow day, I don't know. Another slow day. Greg said he did fantasy hockey one time. Yeah, there's a game like every day, every other day. Yeah, I did. I never did the other ones for money, but just to try them out, I did like some random free leagues, you know, on Yahoo or something. I did fantasy basketball and baseball, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to have to look at this every single day, you know, and like decide who I'm picking up and stuff. I mean, you can set it to just like start players that are playing, but like, I don't know. I didn't really like it. Now, if you like playing daily fantasy, like DraftKings, FanDuel, stuff like that, basketball and baseball and hockey and stuff are like goated, because you can, that way any day you want to play, you can play because there's a game going on. But in NFL, if you want to play a daily fantasy, there's only like once a week, or there are the Thursday games, but it's not, playing like a one game slate is not cool for fantasy football, like daily fantasy. But yeah, basketball is where it's at, because if you pay attention on basketball, people get ruled out like last second, and then I literally had lineups that made like hundreds and hundreds of dollars when like a star player would get ruled out like 30 seconds before tip off and stuff like that. It finally got announced, and then I'm like, oh, and I swap him out for the guy who's gonna play for him, and he's like 0.1% owned, you know, because nobody played him. Fantasy curling, there we go, yeah. Fantasy slam ball, that's my favorite. I got a pretty sick fantasy cornhole team going, you know what I mean? Fantasy slow pitch softball. George said he once won a little bit doing those primetime one game slates where you just pick like 5 dudes. Yeah, I never have great luck with that. So yeah, I mean, everyone's got a different skill set, I suppose, but all the ones that I always, if I ever won any, it's always over like the full weekend, or like just like the main slates, they call them, like the 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock type of main slate. I actually had a team this year do pretty good. It wasn't crazy. I didn't become a millionaire or anything, but I had a lineup. It was a $1 lineup. I won $100. So like $100 for a $1 lineup. That's finishing like, I probably finished like 17th out of like 10,000 people, because a lot of the money's weighted towards the top. I actually like 2 years ago I won first place on one of those. So it was like 10,700 people. I got first place for $1,000 on a $1 lineup. So that was pretty cool. But get lucky every once in a while. Looked up Mosaic, says Wolfen. He's like, oh my gosh, my eyes. Yeah, Mosaic is wild. Is wild for sure. Found a 322 with the decks the other day. I mean, that's impressive. I don't know on the value there, but I mean, that's pretty cool. Xander's games. Yeah, I did see Llama was playing that stuff the last couple of days or whatever. I did see the headline anyways or whatever, so. So we got here. We just spent a little over 2 hours. We're gonna go ahead and call her a day here. Disappoint on your post play up. Oh, well, we'll see. We'll see. I'll definitely have some. We'll have to see what times the games are, huh? But yeah, appreciate y'all joining me. So it's roughly 3:30. It's kind of my normal time for getting off, but go ahead and call it a day. Get my daughter some food. She's hungry. Get some things going on. Hey, if you're from the United States, hopefully you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Either way, I hope you guys have a wonderful tomorrow and weekend. I'll probably stream at least one time this weekend at minimum, so. And I'll see you guys again real soon. So hopefully you guys just have a wonderful rest of your day and tomorrow and the next day. Peace out, fellas. Fred, come on. This guy. Don't forget to keep slaying. Slay those bears. See this thing right here? This thing's getting slayed. Whoa. Peace out, fellas.